A while ago I did a video on how to cut out this part. This is the division plate for my box joint jig that I sell plans for. The way I cut it out was to move the table saw fence over 1/4 inch at a time, making these notches. Now, there are some people that are having a problem with that, so I've come up with a different way of cutting the plate, and I'm going to show that now. Okay, basically what I've got here is just a standard table saw sled. This is something that I quickly made up just for this purpose, because I normally don't use a table saw sled. I did make one addition to it, and that's this piece right here. This is just a strip of pine that I cut a groove in, wide enough for a pilot, one of these pilaster strips. Now this is just a shelf support strip that you can get at any hardware store, and they're really inexpensive. The thing about these that makes them suitable for this is that these notches that are in this strip are exactly 1/2 inch apart. I've measured several that I bought, and they are all pretty good. That works with this carriage here, and this is just a strip of 1/2 inch plywood with a stop on the end, and I've drilled a 1/8 inch hole and put the 1/8 inch drill bit inside so it sticks out the back here. So the drill bit fits in the slots, and that'll hold this in place and stop it from moving. And then when I move it over to the next slot, I'm creating a 1/2 inch space, and so on as I move it across. For that jig, I recommended that the division plate be cut from metal, but I've since changed my mind, and I have found that cutting it from plywood, this is Baltic birch plywood right here, cutting it from plywood is fine. The thing about it is it's easier and it's a bit safer to cut. Also, I would recommend that when you're doing it, you cut more than one, so in case something happens to the one you cut, you always have a replacement. They're not hard to make anyway. So, I'm going to demonstrate how I use this jig to cut that right now. The stock would go up against the stop, or to space it the 1/4 inch over, I'm using a 1/4 inch drill bit. This is just a normal 1/4 inch drill bit. I did measure it to make sure that the shank here is 1/4 inch though. Put that in there, and that maintains the space. Now I'll run it through the saw. And you can see how it works. Every time I move it over 1/2 inch, I make 2 cuts. The first cut at the 1/2 inch mark, and then I'll space it over with the drill bit and make another cut. And what that gives me is notches that are exactly a 1/4 inch apart. Let's carry on and finish it. And that'll be one side done. And then to do the other side, you would just flip it over and do the same thing again. And that's it, that completes it. Just a little bit of sanding to clean up the tear out on the back, and it's ready to go. Okay, that does it. like I said, this is a lot easier, a lot more accurate to do than the other method. It takes very little time to make up these two parts here. And this shelf standard is very cheap. If you don't have any on hand, you just buy, I think this one is maybe $3. I can't remember. So that's it. I hope that helps out some people, and thanks for watching.